fam, it is time for this week's Pinterest Tarot Spread, where we try or test out, whichever you prefer, another tarot spread found on Pinterest. Now, if you don't know what Pinterest is, you're either welcome or I'm sorry. It can really enable the doom scrolling, you know what I mean? Now, to be honest, this is a particular, so I may just be putting my own business out there. So if anything, hopefully it'll entertain you. Because, okie dokie. So this week, we're going with a creative state tarot spread. It's from stateofwildgrace.com. And the name that I found this, the account that I found this through on Pinterest, let me put it that way, is a bit of a name that I'm not sure if, even though it's saying it's bad, is okay with YouTube, but, you know, credit where credit's due. So number 1 shall be your creative state right now. Number 2, we're going to pick this card from the bottom of the deck. Here's to hoping I remember that part. Is your subconscious hidden influences. 3, key priority, your focus area, maybe even considered an obstacle. 4, advice, a suggested course of action. And 5, the final card, unexpected bonus from taking that advice. That action suggested in number 4. You ready? Here we go. Okie dokie. As per usual, I did pre-shuffle, but you know how I do. I hit record and my brain kind of drops out of my butt. Anybody else like that? I know, stage fright and all that grooviness. Oh, creatives, we do what we do. My stage fright is really bad, fam. I feel like I have, even with the dancing channel, I feel like I plan everything out, I choreograph, I know what I want to do, and then I hit record. And like I said, my brain drops out of my butt. So, here we go. Interesting. How do I even take that right now? What do I? The 2 of Swords, if you're new to this channel, has been a thing lately around here. But I've come to the realization that maybe I was misunderstanding it for a bit because I kept getting frustrated seeing this card. You know what? Let's go ahead and have it as card number 1. Clearly it wanted to play because it was like, yo, let's put it in the middle here. Okay. My creative state right now. I've been learning. It's not a, because you might expect this from the block one, right? No. What I've come to realize is I've learned what I don't want, who I am not, right? And those influences that were not helping, you know, in the way that, you know, in a healthy way anyway, for lack of better words, because apparently I don't know right now. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this one, fam. What's up with that? Like, what's going to come up? Oh, no. What have I done? Maybe I won't share it. Shit. We shall see. And I'm very curious to hear in the comments what you're picking up from this reading. So, I know what doesn't work for me. I've been learning what, you know, because I like trying everything. I like a bit of everything, and then I kind of do my own thing. But more and more, maybe it's an aging thing, more and more I know it doesn't work and I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Like, no, I'm going to do my thing. And I'm very protective. I've become very protective over my space, my energy, and all of that. So we're going to go with that, fam. We've been learning what isn't us. So, see, I almost forgot the subconscious hidden influence. I think that this is just going to go hand in hand with the Two of Swords rep right now, representation. There's a balancing. Anytime this card comes up in a reading, what do I say? The Great Equalizer has entered chat. Sometimes that's not the vibe with this card, but I really feel it is, because I wasn't writing for a long time. I'm a writer, singer, dancer, all that grooviness. You know what I mean? I like stippling. If you don't know what that is, some people call it pointillism, where it's just all those dots, you know? And I was really closed off and blocked for a while, just, you know, hashtag life. And it's like this flower, if I could use that visual, has just been opening up and budding, you know what I mean? While I've been figuring out what doesn't work for me, you know, getting everybody else's voices and opinions out of the way. And this is like, it's not like it's all bad, you know what I mean? I don't want to close out everything. I don't want to cut myself off from everything, do we, fam? I mean, do you? Maybe you do right now. I'm not here to dictate. But there's a new dawn coming up. I think that's a sunrise, not a sunset. I don't know. What do you think? Sunrise or sunset? Like, I've been doing a lot of meditating. I've been learning how to trust myself again. How to be my own muse. Do you have a muse? Are you a muse? Okay. 3, key priority, the focus area, possibly able to be considered an obstacle depending on your perspective. Again, the word waiting just came to mind. I don't think that's quite it, though. I think that's just habitual thoughts. This person is hanging out. Where do you think they are, right? They kind of seem like they're in a spiffy, like almost a castle kind of setting, don't they? But they have the world in the palm of their hand. And they're looking out like, where shall we go next? What shall we do next? Maybe, see, I don't think that's an obstacle. I think that the gates are opening wide. And once we've figured out who we are, what our creativity looks and feels like, without all the other influences, you know, getting in the dang way. You know, remembering the sound, I like to say this a lot, remembering the sound of your own heartbeat. Because if you're going to be so, Page of Wands on the bottom, fam, hello. If you're going to be so open to learning and meeting new people and hearing, I love hearing everybody's stories, how they go about things, whether you're putting your shoe on a different foot from the get-go in the morning from me, to whatever, you know what I mean? We eat differently, we dance differently. I'm all about that kind of stuff, right? It's the spice of life, and I'm here for it. And I think that is what the vibe I'm picking up for it. That thirst to explore, to expand, to travel, to learn more. Because it all feeds our creativity, doesn't it, fam? All right. The advice portion of the program. Suggested course of action. Wow. My stomach just gurgled. I don't know if you heard that. I'm remembering that, you know, I spent a lot of time on Twitch with in the creative community like a decade ago, and, you know, streaming myself, but also moderating. And one thing that I've noticed a lot of artists have a tendency to do is you'll be working on your thingy, right? Your whatever, whether it's graphite or digital or painting. And people have this tendency to poo-poo all over their work, right? To be like, yeah, what am I even doing? Blah, 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 blah. This doesn't look right, blah, 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 blah. And I'm the one there going, but you're not done. You still have more layers to add. You still have more shading. Like, you're working on the values. Why are you already poo-pooing on yourself? Just because you know how it's going to be. You can see it in your mind's eye, right? So whether you're writing or painting or dancing or architecture, whatever your creative vein may be that you tap into, maybe it's a bit of everything like me. Maybe you need to remember those things. Maybe we both. Because this channel is for my kindred souls. Maybe you need to remember you're not done yet. We need to remember. And just write it out. Stop critiquing your work before you're even close to being done. I don't know about you, but like if I'm doing a stippling piece, right? I have or graphite. Because I like to go back to just, you know, pencil drawings and stuff to just, because if you go a little too hard on the dark values in stippling, your piece, the whole thing's messed up, right? I mean, really for any of them, but you know, ink is ink, you know what I'm saying? So, I just got distracted by the noises outside. Be kind to yourself and your creativity. There's a lot we want to do, and we know who we are now. We know what we like, and we know there's nothing wrong with it. So just soothe yourself. Remember that you're not done with it yet. That all you gotta do is follow through. Keep going. You've got it. You know, because this isn't only just, you know, being able to soothe a lion. Maybe it can also represent being able to soothe yourself. We don't have to struggle just because we're artists. That's some BS thing that they tried to shove into our brains. And some keep perpetuating or keep, you know, that idea going, and it's wrong, fam. You don't have to be a starving artist. You don't have to struggle. Even I'm not trying to say it's super easy to make money from your art. That can be a struggle, you know, words. I'm just saying, soothe yourself rather than beat yourself up. Maybe we both need to do that, right? Now, number 5, the final card, if we heed this advice. Oh, fam, are you kidding me right now? Now remember, the Page of Wands is at the bottom of the deck. You know what that Page of Wands is doing? Ooh, holy cow pie, Batman. Holy cow pie. Talk about balance. Eh? Did you even need this? This is stuff we already know about ourselves, huh, fam? In color. This page, Prince, Princess, whichever you prefer, is looking at that wand like, whatever shall we do now? You know, like it's a blank canvas, fam. Wands are passion, but swords are mental. And this queen has a lot of clarity. She knows who she is. She's learned so much. Now this is energy. Quite frankly, we got it. We got that going on, and we have temperance. So you be you, fam. You be you and I'll be me, right? It's all good. This queen, the royal, like they've seen some, sure. They've been there. They've done that. They know, right? They know. Coming into your own, if you haven't already. That's wild. Look at that. Look at that. Wow, fam. Oh, this is good. This is lovely. I was really curious as to what would come up from this one. What do you think? Are there any Pinterest tarot spreads that you would like to see here? Have you created one that you would like for me to try out on, you know, here on all the YouTubes? Whichever. Have you ever tried one? How did it go? I'd love to hear your stories too. Yeah, if you're willing to share them. And otherwise, how do these cards speak to you in this setting, in this theme? What kind of creative are you? Thank you so much for joining me in this week's tarot, Pinterest tarot spread. And yeah, until next time, I love you. Take care.